Hi, I'm Liz. We're going to be talking about two main types of learning theories. The first learning theory is cognitive development theory. This was originated by a man named Jean Piaget. He learned that knowledge grows in stages just as a human grows. He called this study genetic epistemology. In this study, he learned that the growth of knowledge is reliant on both discovery and learned interactions from birth through death. The way the information is organized and knowledge is received is called the schema. When we mentally allow new information to process, we go through a series of adaptations. The first is equilibrium. This is where we accept the new information and accommodate the new information and make changes when we receive it. As we're constantly going through this process of assimilation and accommodation, we grow and acquire new knowledge. However, it does happen in stages. The first stage of Piaget's cognitive development is the sensomotor, which is birth through 2 years old. Most of this stage includes observations and experiments, where we see, we act, we do. The next stage, stage 2, the pre-operational stage, occurs in ages 2 through 7. Stable concept information as language develops. We develop cause and effect thinking, intuitive questioning of why, what is this, which is vocabulary building. The ability to understand primary likeliness of objects and differences in objects, compare and contrast, and then through conclusions, we reflect on logical or correct adult reasoning. In stage 3, concrete operational stage, which is age 7 through 11, involves significant maturity. The motor skills are refined. Tasks that were once difficult to understand or complex are now attainable. The process of logical thinking to problem solve or to understand situational materials begins to emerge. Towards the end of this stage, children's bodies begin to transform into the preteen stage. That is the fourth and final stage. In the final stage of Piaget's theory, formal operational stage determines their lifelong abilities. Individuals make their own decisions by knowing full and well the consequences of choosing between right and wrong. In this stage, emotional maturity can be a crucial contribution. Moving on to zone of proximal development. This theory originated from Lev Vygotsky's study of learning, where he determined that learning is acquired in relation to the distance by which the learner can perform a task alone or with guided help. Other names for this type of learning are cooperative learning, social-cultural learning, guided learning, and scaffolding, all of which are teaching methods that gradually introduce independent instruction. ZPD, or zone of proximal development, relies heavily on differentiated instructional methods. One being the learning development of reciprocal teaching, when the student becomes the teacher. Another is collaborative learning, or working with others on a common task or goal. Through these social interactions, knowledge is acquired. Because learners are influenced by other people around them, through ZPD, learners gradually shed the assistance of adult help as the learners begin to explore with books, technology, languages, and writing. These influences are known as cultural tools. As learners shed the adult assistance, a relapse of learning does occur. In many instances, this is called the line of natural progress. Thank you for listening. I hope you've enjoyed learning about cognitive learning theory and zone of proximal development. So long.